for this new school year, and you should be too. And I want to remind everybody to not forget you were your child's first teacher. You taught them how to walk, you taught them how to talk, you taught them how to ride a bike. There is no better teacher than you. So do not be scared, because your voice resonates in their head more than anybody's voice. You are a fantastic teacher, and you can do it.
Crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more.
Nojong Shauda, welcome to my YouTube channel. No te olvides subscribe. Today is a very special day. I had a lot of you guys asking me questions, sending me DMs in my Instagram. I'm asking me, what do I use for curriculum when it comes down to homeschooling? Now remember, I mentioned before that I homeschooled my daughter since she was in kindergarten. She is now in 4th grade. I've been homeschooling my son as well. He is now in 2nd grade. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into this. So the first subject that we're gonna do is mathematics. Now, I've tried other math curriculums before, but I really didn't like them because my children are visual learners, so they learn a lot with shapes and colors and graphs, and they love to learn that way. So I found that Math in Focus is one of the best curriculums for math. It is Common Core, so if you're not into that, sorry about that, but this is Common Core, and it's actually really, really nice and really fun for the kids. It comes in 1A, 1B, and you gotta see the inside because it's super nice. See that? It comes with shapes. So it's really, really nice. All the shapes and colors that this book has, it's just my ultimate favorite. And the best part about this book is that if you have this, a little bit more expensive, but you can opt to do the workbook. And the workbook doesn't have colors. That's the only thing I can find about negative about this, is that it doesn't have the colors, not like the other ones. So it's your choice. It's basically preference. So you can decide what you want to do. Like I said, it comes in 2A, 2B, and the best part of it, it comes with a teacher's manual. And the teacher's manual is basically going to tell you everything you need to know. Remember, you don't have to be a math major. All you have to do is just be one step ahead of the game, read the day before, be ahead of the game, and get yourself going. And it comes with everything you need to know, all the answers for you. So it comes with a teacher's manual. You can decide to get a workbook, to do a book with color. And they also have the fourth grade edition, and the 4th grade edition is just as colorful as if they were as a 2nd and 1st grade edition. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I love it because just because they're in 4th grade doesn't mean they can't have some color in there. So I like that. So it has all these options for you. So Math in Focus is the #1 in my book. Next, we're going to go into science. There is a lot of different science out there, and I've tried a lot of them, but this is hands down my favorite science, and it goes from K through 4. So that's the only grade levels it has. The science is called Focus On, and this is what it looks like. So it's super cute. The biology is green. I think the chemistry is blue. My kids have done all of them, but astronomy has been my all-time favorite. It's the best. The astronomy comes with a story, like inside of it is all the stories and everything they need to learn about astronomy. Then it has a laboratory workbook where they can do lab. They'll do moon phases. They have an experiment on here where they have to observe the moon for I think 30 days. It just comes with all these neat things, and then when they observe the moon, they just have to go ahead and fill it out in here. So it's pretty cool. And of course, it comes with the teacher's manual. So Focus On is my favorite. It's my ultimate favorite. It's super fun. It comes with a lot of lab experiments. I know one of them they had to do the whole solar system, and my kids did it. It was so nice, and it was super fun. So Focus On Science is one of the best. Remember, they have astronomy, biology, and chemistry. And now into geography. Yes, I teach my kids geography, and what I love about this geography, again, it's super colorful, very detailed, very easy. The kids can do this on their own. It's just really fun, and I like it. It's a really nice way to learn, and that is maps and globes. I love maps and globes, and the same way that the math comes in levels, so does this. Level A, level B, level C, level D, and it just gets harder and harder and harder. So it really pushes them and motivates them to just keep learning. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in the inside. See, so it's colorful. I'm telling you, my children are visual learners, so I love anything with color. So yes, maps and globes are the best. I really love this. So if you're going to teach your children geography this school year, maps and globes can be your best friend. Next is history. Now I'm just going to throw this out here because I talked about it before, and I was going to go more into detail after a little bit more towards the video, but I mentioned in my last video that I put all my curriculum in binders. Yes, I do. I put all my curriculum in binders, at least the ones that need to be put in binders. For instance, in our history, I chose All America. I chose All America because it has really nice stories. Again, it has a lot of colors. It has a lot of colors, and I put it in a binder because I chose newspaper. So yeah, I really like the history. They teach them so many things. They teach them the Constitution, they teach them different stories, and it's just really nice and really colorful. It teaches them about the Pledge of Allegiance, it teaches them why we do it, and it's really nice. And of course, as always, a teacher's manual. We cannot be without a teacher's manual. So Our America is great history. It's not boring at all. They give them little questions so you can actually get to know that if they're really capturing the information. So you read a chapter, you ask them questions, and then you move on. And it has all these other little things that you can do along with it. Our America, I really like it. It's really good. And like I said, all pictures and all colors. Okay, and the next subject is English. This for me was the best. I really like this. It helped my daughter write. It helped my daughter how to spell. It helped my daughter put sentences together, and it didn't push her and rush her into this. It slowly, gradually got her there, and I'm so proud to see how much this has helped her just in writing in general. It's really nice. I know this is actually a really popular curriculum, and again, it comes in different levels. It comes in Write About Me, and then after they're done with Write About Me, it's Write About My World, and after they're done with Write About My World, it's Just Write, and Just Write goes into 3 levels. Just Write Book 1, Just Write Book 1, Just Write Book 2, Just Write Book 3, and it's really nice. You got your first grade, you got your second grade, and then you got your third and fourth. I really love it. Now, of course, these books are not in color. The outside is really cute though, but the inside, it just looks like this. So basically, they're doing a lot of journal writing. It's really nice. It's super cute. So these are not in binders yet because I just recently got these and just started. But usually what I do is that I put them in binders so I can just pull them out and give them 1 or 2 worksheets at a time, because I feel when they see this big thing, they're just like, I don't want to do, I have to do all that. But if I give them 2 worksheets at a time, then it's easier for them to be like, okay, I just need to do 2. I usually put my curriculums in binders. It's easy for me to just pull out and give them some worksheets from there. So Write About Me, you're the best. The next subject that I'm gonna do is phonics. Phonics, it's super important for your child to learn how to read, especially when they're in 1st and 2nd grade. It's crucial for them to do phonics, crucial for them to learn how to read. And the best curriculum, hands down, that I've tried, because I've tried my fair share, is Explode the Code. I love Explode the Code, and let me be very honest with you why I like it. Because it's very like hands-off. Like, they can do this all by themselves. They will ask me questions, but they can pretty much do this on their own, so it's less stress on me. because it's pretty self-explanatory. They can do it all on their own, and I really like it. It comes with a teacher's manual, so basically all you're gonna do is teach them a little lesson first, and after you teach them a little lesson, and then you tell them, okay, grab your Explode the Code and start working, and they'll start working on it. It's actually really cute, and very easy. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like inside. And basically what this does is just memorization. So they'll see the word and they have to match it. Then after they do that, they have to sound it out. Then they have to write it, and they have to write it without looking at the picture. They have to sound it out, read it. It's really basically memorization. It helps them, one, do phonics, two, memorize the word, and it's just really good. I really like Explode the Code, and it comes in so many different levels. So you have level 1, and let's just say they're done with level 1, right? And you're like, oh, I don't really think they're ready for level 2, but they're done with level 1. Wow, there's level 1.5. After level 1.5, there's level 2. After level 2, there's 3, which I don't have 3 with me, but I have 4. So it just gets harder and harder, but at a really nice and slow pace. I just love Explode the Code. It's my ultimate favorite. Remember, when I get the curriculum, I put it in a binder. Just because it's easier for me to just give them page by page. I just think it's more effective that way. That way they don't just, one, I feel like they're gonna lose the book, and two, I just kind of, that way I control how much they do. I don't want them to just run straight through it, and just because they think it's easy and they don't really learn. So I give them the pages. Slow and steady always wins the race. And another subject that we're gonna do today is spelling. Spelling is important. I love this book because I used to hate to get on the internet and spelling words for first graders, spelling words for second graders, and then they give me all these random lists of spelling words, and then I lose track of which ones I did, and it's just a mess. So why not make your life easier, right? Well, I'm gonna do that for you. I got these right here, spelling 1 and spelling 2, and it's spelling and poetry, and it's so neat. Why? Because every single week they give you a spelling list. So this is for first grade. So every single week it gives you a spelling list, and then they have to do a worksheet with it. And then after that, you can just have them, you know, do 5 times each or 3 times each or whatever you want to do. It's actually really nice because, like I said, it gives you the list already. So you do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and you don't have to look anywhere else but in your spelling book. It gives it all to you. There's first grade, they have second grade, they have third, they have fourth grade, and I really like these books because, like I said, I don't have to go on the internet looking for spelling words. They're all right here. Every single week they're waiting for me, new spelling words. And I do spelling tests with my kids every Friday, and we do it really fun. Throughout the week we do little things to go with this, like spelling word games, things like that. So I really love this curriculum. And last but not least, one of my favorite thing is literature. Reading comprehension is super important because if your child is not comprehending what they're reading, then it's not gonna work. And I think that reading creates great imagination. Reading, I'm a big advocate of reading. And I used to, between you and I used to hate reading. I hated, I'm not gonna tell my kids that, but I hated reading. And I got my kids to love reading by doing these steps, and I wanna tell you exactly what I did. So I would choose a book. For instance, one of the books that we read was Chronicles of Narnia. And you think, well, that's a big book for little kids. Not really. I read that to my kids every single day. My first graders and my kindergartner, I read it to them every single day. I would read it to them out loud, and they would just sit and they would listen to me. And after we finished the book, we watched the movie. They were so excited to watch the movie. Not only did we watch the movie, I did a whole party for them. I dressed up as a white witch. We had Turkish delights, and we watched the movie in a really Narnia setting. It was super nice. And we did Charlotte's Web. We watched the movie. I did a big old farmhouse. I did haystacks. I did all these little things, and then they watched the movie. So it was so nice. All of a sudden, they just started wanting to read because because they just like the excitement, the imagination, the theatrics. And I really made reading fun. That is the key, to just make reading fun. Then my daughter read Holes at a whole party, and they got to dress up and all these things. It was really nice, and they watched the movie. So and yeah, so it's really nice to get your children reading. So that's all I do. I pick 2 books for the whole semester, and we'll read these books one semester, have the party, watch the movie, and then if they don't have a movie, then we'll just have a party. But I think I heard that there's a movie on Esperanza. I'm not sure though, but I'm really excited about that. So pick a book with your child. It could be any book, even if they don't know how to read yet. So right now my daughter's old enough, so she'll read along with me, and my son too. But if they're not old enough, don't stop. Read to them. Pick a specific time and read to them every day at that time. Have them lay on the floor, put some music in the background that goes with the book, and just start reading to them. And don't read like, okay, and then read like, and then the witch came, and yeah, and just be really theatric. They'll love it, and you'll literally make readers out of them. Readers that love to read. Sorry, I get really passionate about when it comes down to reading, because I'm a weirdo. I am gonna answer some of the questions that I've got asked, and one of the question was, what do you mean by the binders? What do you do with the binders? Well, I mentioned in the video that I give my kids little sheets at a time. So what I do is that when they're done with their sheets, so for instance, they do math, when they're done with their math sheet, they put it inside their math folder. That way it doesn't get lost, and I'll be able to grade it in here. So they know that it needs to go in here once they're done. And like I mentioned in my last video, I make cover sheets for their binders. So here's math. Here's their binder for science. Their binder for English. And their binder for ASL, because I am going to be teaching them sign language this semester. So they'll put whatever ASL worksheet I give them, they'll put it in here. They'll hole punch it themselves, and they'll put it in their own little binder. And so whatever curriculum I have, make them loose, and I give them to them 2 or 3 worksheets at a time, and they'll just put it in their own little binder. That it just makes them responsible, it makes things organized, and it makes things very easy for you to grade, because you don't want a bunch of papers everywhere, to be honest, because it has happened to me. It has happened to me. So yeah, that's pretty much all my curriculum that I have for you guys. I didn't want to do my preschool curriculum on here because there is so many things that go into preschool learning. There is not a really like a set curriculum for preschool. I think preschool should be all hands-on, 100% hands-on. If you're gonna do teddy bears, you do counting teddy bears. If you're gonna teach them shapes, teach them with flashcards. Everything hands-on, and I'm gonna go deep into detail in my series of homeschooling that I'm going to be doing for you guys. So with that being said, everything that you saw, I'm going to link it down below. And I am so excited for this new school year, and you should be too. And I want to remind everybody to not forget, you were your child's first teacher. You taught them how to walk, you taught them how to talk, you taught them how to ride a bike. There is no better teacher than you. So do not be scared, because your voice resonates in their head more than anybody's voice. You are a fantastic teacher, and you choose to do public or whether you choose to do homeschool. Regardless, you are a great teacher. Just want to let you guys know that. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Ring the bell, especially now, because I am going to do a homeschooling series. In my next video, I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks on how I homeschool different grades. 4th grade, 2nd grade, and pre-K. How do I do it without losing my mind? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do that. So ring the bell so you can get notified when, oh, Stephanie Ya posted a video on how she does it. So, and remember, everything I'm telling you is because I made a dozen mistakes. So learn from others' mistakes. That's the best way to learn. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Again, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time in my series on Homeschooling 101. Thank you. Bye.